Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to my review of Flood, the only studio album by the band Flood. It was released 25 years ago. We don't have the exact date of it, so I guess we can celebrate the anniversary each day this year. I found out about this band a week ago while doing the Cold Chamber review, because they've covered one of the Flood songs called Rowboat, and I want to thank this genius member, Speedpants, as he shared some interesting facts about this record. The band was dropped by Interscope before the album release, and after that the band would just self-release the thing. Nowadays you can find this record on YouTube in semi-decent quality, or on Deezer, it has amazing quality, or buy it from Discogs. As you can see, 10 are for sale right now. The band reformed after a while and they are still active. Here's my setup as usual. The production is tight. It was made by Terry Date, the same guy who's produced and mixed most of the Deftones albums, especially Around the Fur, which is actually interesting because Around the Fur came out the same year as this thing did. The message of the album is diverse. We have some songs about girls, drugs, relationships, rowboat, things like that. The music is a mix between grunge, alternative metal and nu metal. It sounds like someone would mix Soundgarden, Korn and Helmed. Not every song has that Korn elements, it's mostly grunge, but when the nu metal elements are used, it's very interesting. The structure of the song is basic. It's intro, verse, chorus, bridge, some changes, and chorus again. But there are also some subtle differences between the verses, different riffs, melodies. It's actually really nice because when the second verse starts, you're guaranteed to hear something new in it. I really appreciate that. It makes the songs stand out more. The instrumental work vary in quality, but it never drops below being quite decent. The vocals are great or good, depends on the song. Let's start with rating individual songs. The album's opener, Watch Her Walk Out. It's a straight up legendary banger. I love that the repetition here is actually nice because the chorus is great. But the icing on the cake are the verses, which are very interesting and have that nu metal feeling. I love the guitar effects that are being used here. This is just a legendary song, I love it. I've listened to it around 20 times already, and believe me, I am going to listen to it 20 times more. 11 out of 10. The next song, Mary X and Me, it has that nu metal atmosphere mixed with grunge music, really amazing vocals, the singing is beautiful. I just love the atmosphere of this song and that each element is executed perfectly. Gum on My Shoe is not of the same quality as the previous two tracks, but it's still a great song. I would give it 8 out of 10. Andre, this is a song about drugs. It reminds me of that grunge era. It has an amazing chorus and the verses are yet again great. I cannot find anything bad about this song. 10 out of 10 easily. Playback 68 continues that grunge vibes of the previous song. The chorus is massive, it reminds me of Alice in Chains. The verses are also fine. I really dig this track, 9 out of 10. Superman is probably the most grungy song on this record. It sounds like Stone Temple Pilots. I dig it. It's not the best, it's similar to Gum on My Shoe. 8 out of 10. Intro Pervert has that nu metal vibes yet again. It's a really interesting song, more heavier than the previous couple of tracks. I dig the atmosphere here. It's slightly too much repetitive for my taste, but it does its job. I would give it 8 out of 10. Teach Me has a very heavy beginning with just the vocals that are very powerful. I dig it. It kinda goes downhill from there because of the repetitions, but it's still a great track that I would recommend. 8 out of 10 as well. The Way to My World is probably the most butt rock type of song here. It sounds very Soundgarden-ish, I would say. I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. Rowboat is a legendary track just because Cold Chamber had us fooled for over 20 years that it was their song. This original version is way better than the Cold Chamber one. Emotional stuff, I have no idea about the context of this song. Is it about a love relationship, or is it just a guy screaming to get off his boat? This song started it all. 11 out of 10 easily. It's a nu metal banger, probably the heaviest track on this record. Great stuff. And the final song, When I'm Tall, I think it's the weakest out of them all. It just drags on, and I would give it 5.5 out of 10, I guess. I wouldn't replay it. I would love the album to end on Rowboat because it's just such a heavy and weird song. When I'm Tall is kinda expendable to me, but it's not bad in any shape or form. I'm sure that many of you are going to dig this track as well. It's just not my cup of tea. Now, the consistency of the record is stable. You're going to enjoy the songs, most of them are straight up bangers, only When I'm Tall is of a weaker quality, but it's at the end so it doesn't matter. The flow is fitting, everything is perfect here. Replayability, hell yeah, this is one hell of a ride for me. Even if I heard this record this year for the first time and the second time and so on, it still reminds me of these simpler times when life was easier. I'm going to give it an excellent score. This is a surprise of the year for me. Almost everything clicks here. I would love this band to make some more new music. The only thing I would love to hear more on this album would be giving us more nu metal elements, make this album even darker and weirder. I would love to hear more songs like Rowboat, Watch Her Walk Out, Mary X and Me. But this is an excellent album and I would recommend everyone to check it out, especially if you enjoy grunge. So that's all from me. I hope you've enjoyed the review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to hear about anything you have to say about this thing because it's interesting. I will see you next time. Bye!